Welcome back to Topley. Today we're diving deep into some of the most devastating natural disasters ever recorded in human history. From earth-shaking earthquakes to world-changing volcanic eruptions and massive floods, these events have forever shaped human civilization and geography. As we look back, we not only learn about nature's incredible power, but also the resilience of the people affected. So, grab a seat, and let's explore the top 10 biggest natural disasters in history. 10. The 1900 Galveston Hurricane, USA. In September 1900, the bustling city of Galveston, Texas was hit by the deadliest hurricane in U.S. history. The storm brought winds exceeding 135 miles per hour, along with a devastating storm surge that submerged the island. Within hours, much of the city was destroyed, and over 3,600 lives were lost, making it the deadliest natural disaster in American history. At the time, weather forecasting was still primitive, so residents had little warning. This tragedy sparked major advances in hurricane detection and preparedness. Galveston rebuilt with a seawall to protect against future storms, showing the determination to recover stronger. 9. The 1931 China floods. The 1931 floods in China are often overshadowed in history, but remain among the deadliest disasters ever. Triggered by a combination of melting snow, heavy monsoon rains, and overflowing rivers like the Yangtze and Yellow River, the floods submerged vast areas, flooding millions of acres of farmland and entire cities. Estimates of the death toll vary widely, but it's believed between 1 and 4 million people perished due to drowning, starvation, and disease. The flood also caused widespread displacement and economic hardship, leading to years of recovery. The disaster underlined the need for better flood control infrastructure and emergency response in China. 8. The 1883 Krakatoa Eruption, Indonesia. The eruption of Krakatoa in 1883 was one of the most violent volcanic events ever recorded. Located between the islands of Java and Sumatra, Krakatoa erupted with such force that it was heard as far away as Australia and the island of Rodriguez near Mauritius, over 3,000 miles away. The eruption triggered massive tsunamis that killed more than 36,000 people, destroying coastal towns and villages. The volcanic ash blasted into the atmosphere, caused spectacular sunsets worldwide for years, and led to global temperature drops, impacting agriculture. The eruption remains a powerful reminder of volcanoes' power to affect not just local regions, but the entire planet. 7. The 1556 Shaanxi Earthquake. China. The Shaanxi Earthquake of 1556 holds the record as the deadliest earthquake in history. With an estimated magnitude of 8.0, it struck the densely populated Shaanxi province in China and is believed to have killed approximately 830,000 people. Many victims lived in yaodongs, homes carved directly into soft cliffs, which collapsed during the quake. Entire cities were leveled, and the landscape dramatically altered. The earthquake occurred in a region prone to seismic activity, but the scale was unprecedented. This catastrophe highlights the importance of earthquake-resistant structures and ongoing geological monitoring in vulnerable areas. 6. The 2004 Indian Ocean Tsunami. On December 26, 2004, a massive 9.1 magnitude undersea earthquake struck off the coast of Sumatra, Indonesia. This sudden tectonic plate movement generated powerful tsunami waves traveling at speeds up to 500 miles per hour. The waves devastated coastal communities across 14 countries, including Indonesia, Thailand, Sri Lanka, India, and even the east coast of Africa. Over 230,000 lives were lost, with millions more displaced and injured. The disaster exposed the lack of tsunami warning systems in the Indian Ocean region at the time, prompting a global effort to implement advanced warning networks. The 2004 tsunami remains a tragic example of nature's sudden and overwhelming force, but also of international cooperation and disaster preparedness. 5. The 1935 Yangtze River Flood, China. The Yangtze River Flood of 1935 was another catastrophic event that devastated China. Heavy rainfall caused the river to overflow, flooding vast agricultural lands, villages, and towns. Estimates suggest the death toll ranged anywhere from 145,000 to over 4 million people, largely due to drowning, starvation, and disease outbreaks following the flood. The disaster severely impacted China's economy and food supply, as the Yangtze Basin was the country's rice-growing heartland. This tragedy underscored the need for improved flood management and infrastructure, including dams and levees, to protect millions of lives. 4. The 1815 Mount Tambora Eruption, Indonesia. Mount Tambora's 1815 eruption is the largest volcanic eruption ever recorded. The eruption caused an estimated 71,000 deaths from pyroclastic flows, ashfall, and famine resulting from crop failures. The volcanic ash blasted high into the atmosphere, spreading worldwide and causing the year without a summer in 1816. Temperatures dropped globally, leading to widespread crop failures, food shortages, and famine across Europe, North America, and Asia. This event revealed the far-reaching impacts volcanic eruptions can have on global climate and agriculture. 3. The 1939 Chillán Earthquake, Chile. Chile sits on the Pacific Ring of Fire, making it one of the most seismically active places on Earth. The 1939 Chillán Earthquake, measuring 8.3 magnitude, struck central Chile and killed around 28,000 people. It destroyed thousands of homes and infrastructure, and survivors faced harsh winter conditions with aftershocks continuing for weeks. Chile's history of earthquakes has driven advances in seismic building codes and disaster preparedness, lessons born from such devastating events. 2. The 1970 Bhola Cyclone, Bangladesh. The Bhola Cyclone of 1970 remains the deadliest tropical cyclone on record. Striking the coastal regions of East Pakistan, now Bangladesh, and West Bengal, India, it generated a massive storm surge that flooded low-lying areas. Up to 500,000 people lost their lives in the floodwaters and subsequent disease outbreaks. The tragedy highlighted the vulnerability of coastal populations to cyclones and the critical need for improved warning systems and disaster response. The cyclone's aftermath also had significant political and social repercussions, contributing to the independence movement in Bangladesh. 1. The 1555 Shaanxi Earthquake, China. Topping the list once again is the Shaanxi Earthquake of 1555, with an estimated 830,000 deaths, making it the deadliest natural disaster in recorded history. Entire cities collapsed, villages disappeared, and the landscape was forever changed. At a time with limited scientific understanding, the disaster devastated families and communities, with little help available. Today, it stands as a sobering reminder of Earth's raw power and the importance of preparedness.